Aloha, Gloriana here. Okay, so today's video is about an energy update, and today's date is February 5th, 2021. So, a couple weeks ago, I made another video about connecting with like vibes, connecting to people who have actually done their work and are ready to move on. And they have witnessed the wound, they have confronted the shadow, and they are in a relationship, I would say a harmonious relationship with their shadow side. They're comfortable and they know how to move forward. And if you're one of those people and you have done that, the connecting with others and rippling that out feels very feels like what we need to be doing. It counterbalances the collective that is going through the wound and going through their shadow side currently. So every Friday morning, I teach some awesome kids, and I was sharing what was coming up for me in the sessions recently. And I talked about how nature is coming forward. Nature usually does as I connect to the Earth Star, but nature's really like, hey, like we're working together, we're driving together, let's do this, I'm here. And the nature's coming up in sessions and just saying, I'm here, connect in. I'm here, connect in. And so as we connect in and as we drop down, that sympathetic nervous system releases. And so the connection with nature is so imperative at this time for our nervous systems, according to what I'm noticing in the biofield. So in sessions, I connect my clients into that with their, at least their energy field in. What we do is we hang out with those tuning forks to relax the sympathetic nervous system so that it decontracts, so that the walls around our wounds can release a little bit, so that we can then see them without the tension. But what's on the other side of that now is nature going, I'm here, I'm holding you. The ground upon which you walk on is nature. Nature is what is holding you on this planet. Nature's the reason that we are here. Without Mama Earth, we wouldn't be here. And in the age where technology is pushing forward, we are being disconnected more and more from nature. And we're moving away, and what I'm noticing is that we're trying to pull back and balance this out. So connect in with nature. And then once connected in with nature, if you've done your wound work vibrationally, and maybe if you want to consciously connect in with other people to create a group, to create that ripple effect, to balance out the collective freak out of their wound. We're going through the collective freak out of the wound, and as the collective witnesses their wound and the walls that they built around their wound, you get, don't say that. Be politically correct. You're hurting me. You're hurting my feelings. Because we're poking the walls that are trying to protect the wound. Most people don't realize actually the wall is the roughest part of the wound. When you can be with nature and be in love, and I don't mean in love with somebody else, be in self-love, be in the vibration of love, be in the collective love. We are connected to love. Truth and love is all there is. I don't believe in truth and light. I don't want to sprinkle sparkles on a piece of shit. Truth and light. That's what I've been taught for many, over a decade. That is what I believe. That is how I push through in my practice, is truth and light. That is what heals. What's the truth behind our wound? I'm sorry, truth and love. Forget the light. Truth and love. Truth and love. Truth and love. When we realize and we witness the truth of our wound and we can love it, we don't get the what comes through in the physical body as the sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight. When we can release that fight or flight, when we can relax, when we can witness our wound in truth and love it, when you can love that wound, love is the biggest healer. When you can witness something for what it is, that's also a healer. So when you can witness something and love it, you are healing. You're healing yourself, and then you are healing the collective. So as the group, send out that vibration of what you have gone through. Going through a dark night of the soul is not comfortable. I know I've done it, and I've helped people get through theirs. Or I've at least shared experiences so people can get through theirs. It's not comfortable. What we're going through is finally all the people who have, no, I don't want to deal with my emotions. I don't want to deal with the spiritual work. Let's just push it over here, push it over here. Yeah. We're not pushing anything away anymore. You're going to look at it. You're going to look at your shit, and you're not going to sprinkle sparkles on it. You're going to look at it. You're going to see what it is for what it is, and you're going to love it. And that's okay. We all do it. We all have wounds. We all have wounds. And we can all be compassionate of each other's wounds, but we can't sugarcoat it. The other day I was telling a client that she was from New York City, and I said, we don't have enough people giving us tough love, telling us that there's a wall blocking our wound, or even telling us there's a wound. Tough love. Tough love. We actually need to honor those people that give us tough love. If it wasn't for tough love, I probably never would have gotten through my wound. Thank goodness my mother and my best friend say the truth. Typical New Yorkers. They just say it like it is. And that's actually very healing. Thank God I have a shaman who says it like it is. Calls me out on my bullshit. Who pushes me forward. Yeah, it sucks sometimes. But come on, it's our shit. Like, move through it. Anyway, I'm not here to yell at everybody. I'm just here to say that those of us that have gone through our dark night of the soul, who have witnessed our wounds, that can love our wounds, and then basically, essentially, according to the biofield tuning modality, like make room for more joy and happiness to occupy the space, because we're not in the fight or flight response of the sympathetic nervous system. So nature has been coming through super, super strong, holding us. I am like on cloud 9. I don't know. I like just the connection to nature is so beautiful. And you're noticing people don't have to be in the city. They're buying up all the land and all the houses and all the farms and everything. And prices have doubled because people want to get out of the city. No wonder. But in the quietness of the country, you have your wounds. They don't disappear if you move to the country. Just keep note. But nature's there to hold you and support you in there, in that country. Don't forget to connect in. Forget about the phone. Forget about technology. That is not the truth. The truth is love. And the truth is looking at things in truth. All right. So with all that said, my little rant, I pulled a couple of cards for the kids that I was teaching, and I explained a lot of what I just explained to them in a kid-friendly version. And I got this card. Desert, Vision Quest. The dryness of the desert does not lie. This is where people go to have spiritual experiences with just themselves and some water. Coming out of the desert, people report having gone through an incredible journey. Let's see what this, the page in this book says. A vision quest is a process whereby you spend a few days in the wilderness alone. Typically, you carry only water and some sacred items with you, and you spend most of the time praying or meditating. Many who have completed a vision quest assert that it is a powerful and even life-changing experience and report vivid and profound revelations. It is said that the desert does not lie. No partaking in this can help you discover, partaking in this can help you discover the truth about your purpose, or at least give you some clues. It is time for you to go on a vision quest. Designate a place in nature in which to dwell, whether for a couple of hours or a few days. Spend the majority of your time while there praying and meditating. It is best to be in a location where you can truly find solitude, even if it's in the corner of a park for an afternoon. Wherever you go, take your question, concern, or challenge with you into prayer or meditation. Allow it to float around in your consciousness and watch what shows up. This is one of the more powerful cards. By drawing it, whatever other messages you may have received are amplified threefold. The second card and final card I chose I didn't choose, but jumped out of the deck as I was shuffling for today's session, was Stillness. So when you look at these cards together, you have the dryness of the desert, the water of the lake. There's a balance here, but there's a theme between the two of them. That quiet stillness. There's nothing else here. There's no waterfall, there's no river, there's no lava flowing, there's no movement here. There's the stillness. So this desert card is what I see as the collective vision quest at the moment. The facing of the shadow. Whether we're aware of it or not, we're facing a shadow. And try not to project it on other people. From my perspective, what's poking your wound and what's your wound? Okay, so I'm noticing it show up in today's world as it's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's the division. Don't poke my wound. Go over there. There's this division happening. Okay, you're racist. You're Democrat or conservative. You're transphobic. You're anti-nature, there is so much finger pointing. Face your wound. What is it inside that's bothering you, and face it. There are so many healers out there, and I don't mean the love and light and sprinkles on, glitter on the shit. I'm talking like real people who will push you through, meet the dark side, meet the angry, your own demons, meet them and be comfortable, know them, and they no longer have power over you. There's many layers to it. but it's not the contraction of the sympathetic nervous system that pushes us into fight or flight. We're not being chased by a lion, you're being chased by your own wounds. And to do that, you have the lake, you have stillness. These are the moments in your day. So it's not the larger vision quest of spending days in the desert. It's the moments that we have on a daily basis. I'll read you Lake. The tempo of life these days has sped up considerably, and there seems to be no end to this quickening pace. Immersed as we are in the technological whirlpool, there seems no escape. However, there is no need to be a prisoner to the hurry up syndrome, nor is there a need to feel trapped by the awareness of the collective intensities that massive numbers of humans are experiencing these days. The connection to nature, I'm going to give you a hint, doesn't make you hurry up. It gives you just the right amount of time. That in itself is extremely supportive. No matter if the noise is from your environment or seemingly non-stop thinking, it is critical for you to seek stillness. Find it in your world. Whether it is a special place in your home or in nature, that is far from human-made noise. Trying to move out of the synthetic world, the AI world, into nature, to the stillness. Of particular importance is finding it inside yourself, which can be made easier by being in a quiet place in a natural setting. Doing so not only relaxes your mind, but also heightens your awareness and senses. You don't get that from this. You get that from this. When I was first starting out on my path as I'm going to call it a healing facilitator. I don't call myself a healer. I facilitate. I know where to poke and probe for you to have an awareness, for the truth to come forward, for you to heal. And as I was starting out on my journey, I was sitting at my desk at work at my 9-to-5 job, and the ripple effect of love came through from the angels that I work with. And I went directly onto Google Domains and I bought the ripple effect of love. And then I registered an LLC, the ripple effect of love. Then I did all my Reiki sessions, and all it was all I had to do in my sessions was stay present with love. And my clients' symptoms and illnesses were dissolving. And that's what I do today with sound therapy and biofield tuning, where the field typically goes, okay, we can move on. I just continue to sit in that spot a little while longer, because that's when the tick arises. And that's when all I do is I say, I'm not leaving, I'm not going anywhere, and I love you. A lot of us are used to the hurry up, but let's get it done. It's taking too long, the rush of today's world. And I don't do that. I stay, and I stay longer and longer. And then the wound that's when it feels comfortable, when it knows I'm not going anywhere. And I can hold it, and I can hold it in the space. And then we breathe life back into it. We breathe acceptance into that wound, and we can love it. And I just channel love. Just continue to channel love. And whether it's in Reiki or sound therapy, my clients repeatedly, every day I receive messages, thank you, thank you, thank you, this has changed, this has changed. All I did was witness and love. So I'm asking you to witness and to love your wounds And I'm telling you, nature is right there to help you. Take your time, be in the stillness, away from technology, in a natural state. Aloha, and I love you.